Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you how to upgrade your PC for a little less than the normal regular price that the desktop that I already built. Wait until the end of the year to get Black Friday prices. So I upgraded for just video editing and then just some gaming probably. And so found different components here online for cheaper than normal price. So I went with the AMD Ryzen. That's the AMD 2700X. Got it from I think Newegg.com. It's only like it came with a combo deal for like 320 for both. So this is the ASRock 470 Master Sleeve. On Newegg it has pretty good reviews. The GeForce, let's see, so the graphic card, the GeForce EVGA here, 1070 GTX, got it for $278.99. that's a 8 gig DDR5. You could get the GTX 2070 for $489, but that's not the EVGA. And they were on sale after Black Friday, and those are like pretty good for gaming. I recommend EVGA. That's the ASRock. This one has the Wi-Fi built in, so it's good if you don't want to. Make sure you have the Wi-Fi on your motherboard, so you don't have to connect the internet with Ethernet cable. And this is a DDR4 RAM G-Skillz Trident Z RGB, so it has the RGB light that change. I think you can control the light here. And this is 3000 megahertz DDR4 3000. That's 16 gig, I think, depending on what you want to do with it, like applications, gaming. 16 gig is enough. And this is 140 after tax. And this is so I got 1 terabyte. So for video editing, this is fast. SATA 6 gigabits per second. So that's from Samsung. This is probably one of the top SSD out there. And this goes for, I think I got it. So I got it on sale for $127 after tax. And this one 500 gigs. That's a 970 Evo. That's an NAND SSD, NVMe M2. This one is 500 gigs. I think it goes for 100 something. So I didn't get the Pro because the Pro you had to pay another $60 more. So, which I think is overkill if you know you're not gonna like wait a few seconds, and then this is enough for you to do video editing and gaming as well. So for that, I'm gonna save some money using already pre-built computer that I already own. So if you guys have like computers before that you wanted to upgrade, this went back a while ago, like 10 years ago, so it's time for me to upgrade. This one has dual fan. You see the dust right here, so I'm gonna clean that up later with an air blower. And it has a power supply here, so I'm gonna save money by having an existing case and also a power supply here. I'm gonna take out all components in here and blow out the dust. So I'm gonna install all this in here. And let's first start by taking out that screw here that you have on the right here. So it was here on the side, so I took it out. I'm gonna open it up by pulling it. Okay. So as you can see, lay it down here. So it's kind of dusty. Dual fan. I hope it's not gonna make a lot of noise. So I got this computer a while back. This actually is from my cousin's computer, and he threw it away, and so I took it because I saw there's a power supply here of 700 50 watts, which is enough. When I'm wondering about the connections, so the SATA connections and so on, if it's gonna fit my new hard drive, SSD hard drive. And this is a Radeon, I think it was a 480, X480 something, or X475. Back then it's pretty huge. Look at my hand. So I'm gonna take those off first before I install the new ones. And this is a pretty big heat sink right here. Even the new heat sink for the new generations are probably that big or even smaller. So let's lay that down first. Okay, just bear with me here, and that's a top-down side view. I'm gonna use my gloves here. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna use that glove so I don't get cuts into my hand, which is sharp if you handle electronics here. And so I'm gonna reuse the power supply, so that's how, and then keep the case as well. This is a ATX case, so make sure like when you buy your components, it fits the ATX. So the motherboard is ATX, so there's ITX, a smaller one. And we still have a CD drive here, which is older. Okay, so let's start by, so I like to disconnect every connectors here, so they're all disconnected. And it's cable management here. I think my cousin did it. And so let's see here, it's connected to the fan here. I'm gonna take that out, so just press on this right here to disconnect that. And well, actually this comes with the power supply, so I don't think I need to disconnect that. I just need to probably disconnect it later. Okay, let's connect it later. And probably put this out of all the way, and then I'm gonna use a screwdriver here. And so you see that screw here, so we need to take out this graphic card. And let me look on the back. Oh, it has like, this is probably for something, sound, volume, so I don't know. I'm gonna take everything out so to replace and put back my new motherboard and components for my PC. So show you. Okay, so this came down. Okay, I took the screws out, so put it on the side because we're gonna need it for fixing the new graphic card in. And let's see what's holding graphic card, nothing else. This is out. Okay, just use both hands like this to take it out. And oh, sorry, this is a Radeon HD 5870 from Sapphire ATI. Look at how huge this is. Like the car exhaust for like a Ferrari or Lamborghini. Cool. Look at that, that's the processor. It's pretty dusty. We're gonna clean that up later. And let's put that on the side here. Okay. And then see what we're fixing here. So this is gonna be on the way, so probably you're gonna need, oh, this is to adjust the fan, okay, on the motherboard. So I'm gonna disconnect that cable right here, so when I pull the motherboard out, it's not gonna block the motherboard, prevent the motherboard from pulling it out. And okay, so pulling that out. Okay, pulling that out as well. So make sure all the cables are free from blocking the motherboard from coming out here. And I see, so this is an old connection. It's ID connections. As you can see, there's a AGP connection, PCI Express. Oh, that's probably AGP here, PCI Express. There's a bug dead in here. Okay, pull that out like that. Okay, and then so in order to get everything out, you see there's screws on all here sides of the motherboard. You can see on all the edges. I'm gonna show you how to take that out. Okay. Alright, I just put on my knee brace right here, so I don't have knee support, so I can like just sit on here in my gloves. So we're back online here, and I'm gonna take out all the, so if you have longer screws here, longer screwdriver, it's better for unscrewing the motherboard screws here. So ones that have magnet on it, it's good too. So I'm gonna put that on the side here. Let's see, I'll put it on here. Okay, so take this one out. So we're gonna do all around, counterclockwise or clockwise, depending on your preference here. So this is an old motherboard again. I think it still works, but then it doesn't have a hard drive, so you need to install an operating system to take it out to to know if it's working or not, or you can boot it up. So mainly what I'm doing is just taking out each screws from the motherboard, so we can lift the motherboard out of the case here. Okay. Okay, got it. I'm gonna place here because I'm gonna blow the dust out of this in a little bit. I'm gonna save it here so the screws doesn't get blown out by the wind blower, the leaf blower. Take that out again. So those are the SATA connections here. You see, SATA is used by SSDs, hard drive, so on. Okay. Got another screw here. Put it here. Then, okay, what's next? This one. Okay, take this is out. It's pretty easy to take them out. And then let's see, so let's double check. Oh, there's another one here. As you can see right here below that heatsink. I don't think I'm gonna reach. Let's see, trying to reach it. Okay, I think I got it. So this one is harder because we might need a longer screwdriver to unscrew this. Okay, I think it's out. Just make sure. Okay, it's out. So once we get all the screws out, you're gonna know, because when you lift it up, you lift the motherboard up, it's not gonna slide as easy as you would see. I'm using the heatsink here to pull, but it's not recommended. So make sure, if you want to keep this motherboard, don't there's electrostatic, so don't touch the components on the motherboard. Otherwise the motherboard might just not work after you move to another I will, you know, move another computer or case, and well, we try to pull the cable away here, and what I forgot to disconnect is this. This is the main supply. So there's a clip in here that you just press and then pull it out. Press and pull out. Oh, it's blocked by the heatsink. So okay, all right. I use my right hand. That's the most powerful to take this out, and we'll just pull this out little bit by little bit. Let's see. There's still connections here. I think this is another power, and we're gonna retrieve this screw that we the last screw that we took out. So this one is harder to take out. So this one is you press on this and then pull it. Press and pull. Okay, but it's really hard because my hand is bigger than the hole here. So we took this out right here. As you can see, by removing all the screws, the heatsink is huge for like processor that was 10 years ago. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna take this out. Maybe use a clipper for that. Okay, I pull it out because I saw this was inside a lock right here. You can see, and so this is from the heatsink. This is probably a custom heatsink. So we pull everything out, and also the jumpers here. I forgot that this cable goes to the front for you to push the power button and so on. So this could be connected. You see HD audio and so on. It's labeled. Okay, and this too. Okay, this too, that's a USB in the front. It says USB on here, you can see. Hold on. Okay, so, and then what else do we have here? Oh, that's the front. Okay, that's the power. This links to the power switch, the reset switch in the front panel here. And so, okay, this is linked to the hard drive, so we're gonna disconnect this. We don't want that. I don't think I need a hard drive. Everything can be downloaded from the internet now, so it's all free now, as you can see. And we're gonna put this inside a board. So we're gonna keep this, but I'm gonna discard this or like donate it. You can see, yeah. So I'm gonna leave it here for now until we. Maybe I'm gonna use these cables later. So I'm gonna pull out this SATA cable. SATA cable here. I got 3 of them. This one I don't need it. I don't think my motherboard would have this or support the IDE cable. Just leave it here for now. Okay. This you can resell it or like donate it or give it to somewhere, so someone. Okay. So we got these cables that we gonna keep. And it doesn't look too dusty, but I'm gonna blow air into this. I'm gonna use my leaf blower, connect that, connect my cables here, and then let's do that with my leaf blower, which is over there. but make sure don't blow it too close, because otherwise the pressure is too hard and it's gonna damage components if it's fragile. So I'm gonna have this plug and the other end. So plug it. If you don't have a leaf blower or you have something duster, you probably want to have, okay, you probably want to have like a can of air to clean this, or like but don't use like wet stuff so much, because when you place a new motherboard, it's gonna probably damage if it has water. So use a leaf blower here. I'm gonna connect this because the dongle is so short that that we need an extension cord here. My extension cord. So I'm gonna blow it, and I'm gonna blow this too, and blow that, and let's move this a little bit towards that way, so air can go this way. It doesn't go to your house. So let's test it. Yeah, you can hear that. Press this. So we're gonna blow this. So it's moving this. I don't know if you can see. Particles flying around a little bit. There's not too much dust. Okay, there's bracket. This is pretty strong wind. Come back. Pull it up, because some dust doesn't come out if it's okay. Can you get the other side? Pretty cool. Oh, it's blocking with this. Okay. This is moving a lot. You see that? Cool. Now we're gonna do that for the side. Here, I'm gonna blow that as well. Wow, really fast. I'll go from the side here. You see the dust? Not too much dust. Alright. So awesome. We got this. And let's place this back here. So okay. That's an older case, but we can still use it, and it's pretty good. I'm gonna clean this dust a little bit here. I'm gonna use a towel to clean this. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of light water on a paper towel, and then we're gonna clean this. You can see it's dirty. So even though we blew air in, like strong air, you still have to clean some. We have like fans, and you know, if you want to reuse the case, just clean a little bit here and there, so you have like, you can buy a new case too as well, but sooner or later it's gonna get dusty, and you're gonna know how to, you're gonna need to clean dust elsewhere. Look at that. Okay, it's just really light water. Make sure it dries before you put in the motherboard. I'm gonna dry it with the air blower, so it dries faster, because right now it's not too warm outside. It's actually Christmas Day today. It's Christmas Day. I'm gonna clean this. Okay, so it looks a little bit better. And before, have some small dust particles here and there, and just cleaning it all around here so it looks a little bit nicer. But this is a nice case. Okay, cool. So I got the other one as well. So I need to wipe the dust out of the fans here. Pretty dusty. I guess if you wanna wipe it out, you have to unscrew this, but then it's hard to get. Oh, you can go the other side, unscrew this so you can wipe the other side so they're free from dust. If you want to do it the right way. Okay, a little bit of dust here and there. I'm gonna do it here too on the second fan. These are big fans for airflow into the case, so your desktop motherboard components are not getting so hot. But right now, you know, you don't have. Before, on the older computer, you used to have. Even now, you have HD hard drive, which is you know, the one that spins, and they get really hot, like actual disk for hard drive. And those are the one that generates the most heats, and then along with the graphic cards, if you're playing all the games. Motherboard not so much, and it used to have CDs, CD drive, burner and so on, CD burner, DVD burner that were like really hot. And these I'm gonna use SSD, so they're gonna be less hot, way less hot than regular spinning hard drive. And actually they're faster too, and the regular discs, they have much higher chance of failure, so the lifetime is shorter. So, and SSDs are now very affordable and cheap. You can get like a 1 terabyte like mine for like $100 for a Samsung 860 Evo, 6 gigabits per second, and I guess it's gonna get it's gonna get cheaper and cheaper next year and in the future. Okay, so got pretty good amount of dust out here. That's how you clean the dust, right? Okay, I'm gonna blow another one time air. Let's clear this way. Okay. I'm gonna use the other one too. Blow dust one more time. Awesome. Alright, so let's get this wrap up. I'm gonna bring it back inside because it's really cold outside, and I'm gonna install these inside. Oh, I probably need to blow a little bit more so it gets dry. Awesome. Okay, I think that's perfect. That's what I need. See you inside.